I'm Owen Bigland. This is the Inside Edge video blog. Okay, the reason I call this why I came up with the name of the Inside Edge video blog is because I give you guys an inside information that I don't think you're able to find, or it'd be pretty tough, from any other source. A lot of the stuff I talk about on this blog here, and kind of where I foresee things going over the last 13 years. If you go back and look at my track history on some of the things I was saying 5, 10, 12 years ago, I think have held up pretty well. I think as a lot of you guys will agree. And the advice and the counsel I give you guys, as well as on my Saturday blog about getting your money working for you, index invest with your TFSA and RRSP, buy your principal residence, get out of that renter quicksand. I call it the Inside Edge because there's very few people that can give you the insights that I have. I run a real estate team. I've been in the business for over 3 decades. I own lots of real estate myself, so anything I advocate on this blog, I'm doing myself and have been for 30 years plus now. And I can tell you that it's worked very well for me, and it'll work very well for you guys as well moving forward. I'm also got a lot of connections in this industry, a lot of mortgage brokers, some of the biggest producers in Western Canada that I consult from time to time on where they're seeing the market, what's the mortgage book looking like? Are more people calling you looking to take out mortgages or get pre-approved? Of course, I work in one of the biggest brokerages in the Lower Mainland, MACDONALD WESTMAR. We've got pretty close to 300 realtors. We're one of the biggest offices in the Lower Mainland. I tell you guys, I mean, what are we going to, this year, I think we're probably going to do pretty close to $2.5 billion with a B in my office. So we do a lot of deals. So I am privy to a lot of things that the Vancouver Sun or some anonymous guy on YouTube or on Twitter doesn't have access to. And I think I've been in the business long enough as an investor, as a realtor. I work with lots of investor clients. I'm buying or offering on condos every week. And I've always got lots of listings. So I'm seeing people coming through my listings. I'm privy to the type of offers I'm getting. Are they subject free? Where are they in relation to my asking price? All that good stuff. And I try and give you guys kind of foreshadow where things are going. So I've been on this one for a while, and it just never ceases to amaze me. You're never going to hear this in the mainstream media ever. You're only going to get this from me. I don't know anyone else that's talking about this stuff except for me. But here we go. I get these, as you guys know, I've got a lot of investment properties in downtown Vancouver in various neighborhoods. So I'm always getting these notice of public hearing postcards. Every time, no matter what the neighborhood is, if they want to develop a site or tear down something or add some amenity, they have to send these cards out to the owners that live in that vicinity, announcing their plans. So I get these in my mailbox every week. Sometimes I get many for the various neighborhoods I own in. Downtown, Central Downtown, Crosstown, Mount Pleasant, Olympic Village, Richmond. So I'm always getting these. So I've been telling you guys about in the West End where I live, how there was a number of stratified condo towers that were going to go up. I can think of about 7 that were going to go up, that were going to be a stratified condo. Now, mind you, these weren't going to be affordable by any means, by anyone's standard. I point that out always. Although you could probably get a second floor unit in the alley above the parking entrance for maybe $1,500-$1,600 a square foot. That would be kind of a loss leader price. And then those would go up to well over $3,000 a square foot for the high floor ones that are going to have, unobstructed southwest exposure into English Bay. So the best of the best. But I've been telling you guys how these have all slowly been getting canceled. And instead of building condo, they're building market rental. So here's kind of the last domino. This one was at 1055 Harwood. I've been waiting for this one. I knew it was going to get changed because at Harwood and Thurlow, there's 2 that were designated as condo that got shifted, and they're actually starting construction on those. 2 34-story towers. Another one up at Thurlow and Burnaby, just around the corner. That one got scrapped, and now they're doing rental only. So here, this one here is the latest one. It's one of the last dominoes to fall. It's going to be 32 stories, $269 market rental, so that'll be $3,200 a month for a small one bed, low floor, and 20% of the units will be below market rental. And I don't know how, maybe someone can tell me, how do you win the lottery to get into that 20% below market rental? Because this is the best of the best. This is prime West End, walk score of about 100, quiet tree-lined street. Anything above 12, 13, 14 floors facing south or west is going to be incredible. Water views, unobstructed water view, beautiful warm sunsets in the afternoon. So they're going to be nice units. Now, this is what I've been telling you guys all along. We need more rental. We have got vacancy near zero. I'm all for building more rentals. But what I've been keep pointing out to you guys is it's coming at a cost. It's coming at a cost of building any more strata downtown. And this is why I call it the inside edge. You guys watch. 10 years from now, 8 years from now, this is going to be the story in the CBC, if they're still in business, which I doubt. Let's forget CBC. They'll be defunded hopefully by then and off the air. But I don't know what kind of news we're going to have at that time. The landscape will probably look a fair bit different. I don't know if we'll have the 6 o'clock news. Nobody watches it anymore. But in the news or in the media, I don't know if the Vancouver Sun's going to be around either. That's on its last legs. But let's call it on Twitter. Because that source will be around, but on X, you're going to say, the news headlines are going to be, where did it all go wrong? I don't get it. You know, condos that you could have bought here for $530,000. I just bought one yesterday for a buyer, subject free, $530K, concrete condo, 1 block away from this building here. $530K. Now those units that I could have bought for $530K, they want $750 for these units. You know, where did it all go wrong? Why aren't we building condo? I want to be an owner. I don't want to be a renter. This is the way the news is going to be. Well, this is where it all went wrong. Nothing wrong with building rental. We need more rental here. But it can't come either or. We should be building both here. And we're not doing that, guys. Nothing is coming online for condos. Mind you, they weren't going to be affordable by most people's metrics, the condos that were going to get built, but at least what I've talked about before, it was a stepping stone up. The guy that a block away that I just sold a $530, $540K for a one bed, I've sold a bunch in this building. 5 years from now, they save their money, they can sell that unit and move up to a one and den in a higher end or newer building and then sell their older unit. It gives people product to move up to, but we're not doing that. So populations continue to grow. Vancouver is far and away the most desirable city in Canada to live. There's no argument on that. Now, it's expensive, and there are plenty of fantastic cities in Canada, and I've often told people, if your income doesn't allow you to buy here, no shame in moving to a more affordable city and eventually moving back to Vancouver. Watch some of my older blogs on that. But populations continue to grow, and we're not building any more condo downtown. We're building rental, and that's great. And that is the socialist way that I tell you guys. We need more rental, but all it's doing is enabling you. It's allowing you to rent a $3,000 or $3,500 one bed, keeping you in that renter quicksand and keeping you out of home ownership, which is where you need to be. So we should be doing both here, and we're not. And this is that coiled spring effect I talk about. You guys will see 5 years, 6 years, 8 years from now, in the media, they're going to be wondering where it all went wrong. I should have bought that, what you could buy right now for $535K. $535K can get you a high quality one bed a block away from this building that's going to be going up. So you put 20% down, your mortgage payment will be less than what you're going to have to rent in this new building on Harwood Street. And now you're in ownership, you're creating equity two ways, you're paying down the debt, you're going to get long-term appreciation, and that appreciation grows tax-free. You have to become an owner if you're going to stay. I've said all along here, nothing wrong with renting in the short term. Nothing wrong. You first move to the city, or while you're getting acclimated, or while you're saving for your down payment. but you do not want to become a renter for any long period of time. It will crush you financially. NDP will never tell you that. We'll build you all kinds of nice luxury rental housing, keep you in that renter treadmill, keep you out of home ownership. And this is what's happening. It's going to be a coiled spring. You guys mark my words on this. The media will always be a day late and about $5 short on this. They have no idea of how to read the tea leaves of where things are going, which I'm giving you guys right now. So again, in this neighborhood, I've got a number of good, if you want to be in the West End, there's a number of good, older, quality concrete strata. It's a waiting game. I can't send you anything right now. I'm on alerts for all of them. When they hit, I'm usually bringing the buyer in. And I've got a building right now in the West End. I've told you guys I bought every one bedroom in there coming up to 2.5 years. Just bought one last week. So it's a bit of a waiting game. But you can buy these for anywhere from $535 to $570, depending on the size. And far better than renting at market rent at $3,000. But again, I'm warning you guys that you save this video, you'll see. You mark my words, they're going to be wondering in 7 or 8 years what happened. You know, sure, we've got more rental stock here, but I want to become a homeowner, and now I can't get into home ownership because the supply is so small. And the cavalry, as I say, is not on the way because anything that was coming on the way has now all been converted from strata over to market rental. I'm Owen Bigland. As always, thanks for watching. See you next week.